first. I get it back in a hurry.
I'm here with Highway Classics today, man. We got another Zip Squad exclusive, man. How you doing today?
All is well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. It's good to finally meet you. I've seen you for a while on Instagram, on socials. Yeah, I see you dropping your content, doing your thing, man. Good, keep doing your thing first and foremost.
Thank you.
I personally want to kind of start with the name itself. Highway Classics. Tell me how you came up with that name.
It's God sent. I'm not gonna lie. My name is Tavon. Just telling everybody that. It wasn't necessarily something that like I just thought so much about. It was just something that came to me. The name itself is not just a name, it's actually a genre of music. So with that being said, if you got something that you could pop in and listen to and it take you on a journey, it's Highway Classics, bro.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I like that too because the couple of videos I watched prior to the interview, they gave me that feel too. Definitely something.
Oh,
that
for real?
You could spend some time on the road with.
Oh, for real?
You know what I'm saying? Something
Yeah.
you might spin it back. Just like, man, run out
That's
back.
that's what I feel about my music. It's like my job is to take you on a destination, and if you can't pop on, you know what I'm saying, one of my tracks and it take you to the same place every time, I didn't necessarily do my job. If it don't make you feel nothing, if it don't make you connect emotionally, if it don't give you a vision, a visual, and just put you in the mode, then it's not music for real. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just noise.
It's just yeah.
And I make music.
Perfect.
I enjoy music, the
Yeah.
process, the listening, you know what I'm saying? The digest it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I
it's one of them.
yeah, between some of the different artists I have heard that I feel like fit in that space of it not really being music, it's just kind of noise. They don't really have any type of, like we said prior, real knowledge behind it.
That's because they doing this shit for the wrong reasons, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas do this shit because they see somebody else do it and they want to get rich.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, you can possibly make money out of this shit, but if you really knew, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like, there's very few people that make money off of music.
Yeah.
And niggas make it look a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really got it all together.
Right.
Niggas still be selling drugs at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So, like, if you really doing music, I encourage you to spend some time on your craft, understanding why you doing what you're doing. It don't even just gotta be music. Like, if you doing anything in life, the fuck you doing it for, nigga? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? What you here for, bro? What's your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? Because you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean?
That's a great point.
You feel me?
That's a great point. I had a coach in high school, and he used to always preach.
What sports you played?
I was a tri-sport. I did football, basketball, and track.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
They had us, where I'm from, bro, it was a small
I'll bet your
town.
ass in hooping, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I wish they had a court. We'll go out there after the
I'll
interview.
take you around, bro. I got some situations. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, but he had a saying, and it was just know your why. You know, if you don't know anything else.
Shout out to bro.
Yeah, know your why. And typically with
That's
just
real
about
shit.
anything, if you can understand why you're doing it, even if it gets hard, you kind of understand.
You
because
persevere.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you really have that understanding.
And you're going to be better than everybody else just because your why is much bigger than, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Second on what you said, touching on what you said, the artists that are just doing it for music, that's definitely
For money.
for money.
Yeah.
That's definitely the
Or for music. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Whichever.
That's that, but no, for money. My apologies.
You
That
good.
a lot of artists are following that type of trend now, just because that's what the industry is pushing.
Correct.
I've watched a few artists.
They've been doing that shit for almost a decade now.
Yeah, one artist in particular that's actually I feel like is a really good artist, but I've seen him in interviews specifically say, "I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to get a check." Is Big X the Plug,
Oh, for real?
and so it portrays itself as from a creative space.
I think bro lying for real because he
so?
done made different types of music.
A lot too.
He made different
Yeah.
kinds of music. You know what I mean?
That was an earlier interview. I think that
And
was when
even
he
like
first started
that
going.
Texas song that bro made, like
Yeah.
that's very marketable, but you also had to feel that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, again, what I will say is a lot of this shit be distractions. Niggas be talking in your ear, telling you this and that, blah blah blah, and sometimes niggas actually feel discouraged.
Yeah.
And it's really hard because, like, bro, you got to be very secure in yourself to be a nigga to stand on that stage and have everybody look at you.
Yeah.
And bro is a big nigga, bro. He
Yeah,
heavy as fuck.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
imagine how many people in the comment section calling him obese, fat making fun of him. Imagine how many people on stage making fun of bro. Imagine what that do to a nigga's psyche.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So where he might have started this shit, yeah, feed his kids, but he really is trying to get out of what he was doing before.
Environment.
You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like yeah, money. Yeah, don't get me wrong, money. But truth be told, you chose this lane not only because you had a story to tell, you enjoyed music, but also you knew it was much safer, much better for your family to do. You know what I'm saying? Your why is much bigger than just dollar signs. You know what I'm saying?
It keeps the ship afloat in times where you may lose that sense of self, or you know whatever you may have had in front of you that kept you on it. You know, knowing that why. Whenever all the tangibles fall and you still know that why, it keeps you pushing. Speaking of Big X the Plug, name a few of your top artists that you listen to from Texas.
From Texas?
Yeah.
A lot of people might discount like Beyonce and Travis Scott, but I fuck with them.
Oh yeah, Houston. You can't. They can because they commercial, but they still from the land, man. You know what I mean? They
a lot
down
of
the street.
people. A lot of people don't know Jamie Foxx is from. You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember the town, but I did read something about that. Oh really? He's from Austin.
Dallas, Austin, yeah, L.A. Dallas, Austin, L.A. Post Malone is another nigga. I'm just naming niggas from out here.
Yeah.
When it comes to like who's in my repertoire, I'm bigger than just listening to artists in Texas.
Right.
I fuck with artists from Texas. Queen go hard out here. Who else do I listen to, bro? I kind of fuck with Sauce a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've been fucking with Lil Jeremy.
Okay.
Alaska, that's my shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Alaska is my shit. I like Zillionaire Doe's story. I'm more so like I fuck with bro as a person.
His message is pretty strong. He found.
I understand he's not just doing just music, like he's being himself. You know what I'm saying? He being authentic.
Right.
I fuck with that. I don't know if niggas remember back in the day, Blake from San Antonio.
Yeah.
That nigga, boy, I used to be.
You unlocked the whole.
Little nigga up in.
Yeah.
Watch out, apply that pressure. Bad bitch, listen to Cinderella. Yeah, that was my shit. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with Blake. Blake went hard.
Wow, I forgot about bro 100%. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I be listening to music, so I don't want to just like give you just an answer.
Right.
I want to be, you know what I'm saying. I like music, so when I talk to you about different shit, like I'm talking to you about what I really digest, what I'm really doing.
Right.
That's
it's different when you're a real creative, man. It's almost like a diet. Like you can tell with you.
Yeah.
It matters what you intake.
Yeah.
Because it comes out in so many
ways. In so many ways.
Yeah,
Boy,
exactly.
You listen to the right music, it can manifest itself right in front of you. You listen to the wrong shit, you end up taking the wrong path, doing the wrong shit with the wrong people, inviting them into your life. You know what I'm saying? So I just be trying to stay away from certain shit. Personally, just because sometimes I can hear like when a person is really telling the truth or what they doing it for. You know what I'm saying? I could kind of sense who real and who trying to be real.
Right. Okay. Good. That's good. So I'm gonna kind of jump tangents here. So where are you originally from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, the BK.
Yeah.
Tell me about your upbringing out there, and then kind of explain what you would feel is the biggest difference between being up there and then down here in Texas.
I left when I was 4 and I had my 5th birthday out here. Okay. That was due to school purposes. My mom ended up getting a job, and her job moved from Brooklyn headquarters out here to Dallas actually. So, but like every summer and winter, like all my family is still up there and shit. So every summer and winter, I would go down there and spend time with them.
Nice. So
whole summer, I'm in Brooklyn. Winter break, Christmas, that's where I'm at. So I float. You know what I'm saying? I worked out here, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's a job.
And you asked me about what again? The difference in the landscape?
Just kind of from the social landscape, just from on your day to day.
So I'm not gonna lie, New York is an old city. New York is old as hell. New York has been established, has been built for decades. Whereas places out here in Texas, it's really hard to like grow an area because there's so much space.
Yeah.
New York is on an island, so it's like
compact, real compact.
You know what I'm saying? You have no choice but to grow it.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Where it's like out here things grow out, in New York things grow up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's just a difference in that. Mentality in New York is just a little bit. It's realer, I would say, because you have no choice but to interact with everyone.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. Like even if you don't want to talk to a nigga, you got to, because like you have to. There's no option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got to be able to talk to white, black, Hispanic, Indian, Jamaican, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jewish. You feel me? Irish. There's mad different niggas where it's like out here, you see black, white, Mexican, really white Mexican. Yeah. And small group of black people. You know what I'm saying?
And they tend, not to say they don't in other places, but like you said, in a place like that, even if they do their kind of collaborations or collectives and they meet up, you still have no choice once those break to all y'all be kind of in the mix.
Correct.
Whereas I feel like in Austin especially, they still kind of try to keep things inclusive, so to speak. Like if you go to certain places, it's just going to be a certain type of person. And that's not necessarily about an event or a situation. It's just culturally or the area it might be in around Austin, certain different little towns outside of Austin.
Honestly, the area is really young.
Yeah.
So
in retrospect, yeah,
what you got to take into account of young people is we're young minded.
True.
We're immature.
Great point.
It's just that comes with the aspect. And like the word immaturity and the way I'm using it is not an insult.
Right.
Because we're young, we lack experience. That's just what it is. So a lot of the times we don't know what to do. Right. And that's really, I would say, what it is out here. Whereas in like places in New York, like I said, it's been built for decades. So it's like, even if you don't know what to do, your grandfather already did everything. All you got to do is follow what he done did already, and it just, you feel me? Yeah. Shit like that. And that's all it is. Like places in New York, it's family oriented because their family is their business. You know what I mean? And that's what keeps everything in line and in check. And Houston is trying to adopt that mentality or has adopted that mentality. I will say they have done that, especially with the Princes, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Right. You could tell that environment is similar to New York. I would not say it's the same. It's not the same. Yeah. It's way too big, way too spread out. Yeah. Traffic is ridiculous out there. I'm not gonna lie. But they understand order, structure. They understand that there has to be a pecking order. They understand that somebody has to be in charge. Right. A lot of them niggas understand, not a lot of them, but people understand what it means to have a father in your life. Right. You know what I mean? Right. That's scarce out here. Whether that be your actual father or a representative,
mentor type of thing. Exactly. No, I hear you.
And that helps them move the way that they're moving. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whereas places like this, we don't necessarily know who's in charge. Right. A lot of people. It's the wild west out here.
Yeah, a lot of people in the dark feeling around.
Yeah, we all just blind mice trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, so shit. Shout out to niggas like Quinn that actually did make it out in the music industry. I told bro he a pioneer. I got to be able to tell that to his face. Yeah. I don't know if y'all knew, but bro was battling cancer a while back. He had a cancer scare. So I was blessed and fortunate enough to be able to look bro in his eyes and give him his flowers. Yeah. And I think more things like that should be encouraged between us as individuals. I'm nobody's father. I'm nobody's mentor or anything like that. I don't got no kids or nothing, but I understand that showing respect to individuals for the work that they did put in is important. For the things that they did try to do is important. Right. For the fact that they have made it farther than a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Us giving bro his credit is very important. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. I think that's a pivotal and integral part of this whole thing.
Shout out Quinn FN.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Quinn, man. He's been doing his thing. Got the Second to None album out. His stream is going crazy right now on all platforms, man. Y'all tap in. But just having that type of light, you know, in that sense. Not in the father specific sense, but in the mentor-esque space. Anybody can, in a sense, usurp that, if that makes sense. Especially in a space out here where we're all learning. it doesn't take much to give somebody their credit.
Correct.
It doesn't take much to acknowledge the effort. That's
Literally, how long did that take out of
right.
You know what I'm saying? Literally.
For some reason, man.
And now we on to another.
Yeah,
you feel me?
For some strange reason down here, though, man. I don't know if it's the
we don't know how. Like I
people.
said, we mature, bro. We're mature.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all young out here.
Yeah.
You feel me? Ain't no
Exactly.
ain't no order, ain't no pecking order, ain't no father, ain't no discipline, ain't no nobody telling niggas you need to pay homage.
Yeah.
So that's why people could come out here and perform, and none of the Austin artists are able to be on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
That's why all you niggas ain't getting paid. That's why all you niggas' music is being paid by bots, because no respect is being divvied out to you, because what respect have you shown to other individuals to make it seem like they should respect you? You feel me?
Yeah,
that's important.
That's gonna go over some people's heads.
No, I said it right to the
But
camera,
no, look,
so it better
people,
not fly. Fuck nigga.
It's still some people that it's gonna go over their head, but it's some people in that it's in that little search that's gonna catch that and be like, you know what? I do see what he's saying. I do realize when I hear that and look back, I didn't do that.
We
and
didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of us tried to be the man when the man was already chosen. So
right.
What did we do to make sure that we supported him? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And bro was young as hell.
Yeah.
He was young, and a lot of y'all niggas is way older than that nigga, bro. Look yourself in the mirror and call yourself a bitch ass nigga right now for not supporting that nigga the way you should have.
Yeah.
I'm not even from here, nigga. I'm not even from here, and I'm getting on another nigga platform bigging up who I know is the pioneer and the leader. Every list y'all niggas got, y'all know he's number one, and y'all hate that shit. I know it.
You start to notice stuff like that when you move through this type of industry. Even the blogger space was new. I only started what I started doing because I lived in a little town called Copper's Cove. It's like an hour and a half from here. And I tried to make music. I made like 2 songs in somebody's crib. I quickly realized that was not going to get the message across of uplifting
Good shit.
the individual. You know what I'm
shit.
saying? And so at the same time I'm doing this, I'm seeing Say Cheese kind of blow up.
Yeah.
And so I saw Sean Cotton's story and was like, man, we need something like that out here.
A platform.
We need a platform. We need a spotlight just to say, hey, check this dude out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
What's
like you
real and
said,
what's not, yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, you get to see it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell artists that all the time, whether I manage them or they do stuff through the blog, look, I'm not doing nothing but saying, look over here.
Literally. And if
they
people
tap
look,
in, that lets you know you was already that person.
yeah,
anyway.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so many people in the dark, they can't even really
And
find.
a lot of people don't
anybody.
understand that like marketing is to a specific group of people. So if your shit is not catered to a specific group, like people that want a steak ain't going to McDonald's.
Right.
And people that don't got steakhouse money ain't going to Ruth's Chris Perry's. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
Everything is market based. So if you don't understand who you're marketing to, you won't know where to go to market your shit. And that's why I said like a lot of niggas is doing this shit for the wrong reasons.
Right.
And that's why there's so much emotion about it, because niggas feel like I should have been on. I should have been making money. Why is that nigga and I'm not?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't even like that mentality, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, a nigga that really gave me that game, and I just be listening to interviews and shit, was Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Word.
Y'all can't take away what bro did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And how he did it.
His
too.
impact,
Yeah.
legendary.
It's honestly historic. I feel like for the next 50 at least, he'll come up in terms. It may not be in terms of musical quality.
But just impact.
Like you said, and what
Bro,
he did at the
bro,
time.
literally paused the game, and nobody was able to do anything but look at him. And what bro was telling niggas is like, there's niggas out here that are looking at a kid with rainbow hair, and they're grown men not taking care of their kids and their responsibilities, all because I have them emotionally invested into me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different kind of draw,
and I'm profiting off of that while their kids are starving.
Talk to him,
He's
man.
trying to tell you, like, bro, y'all focus is in the wrong.
Yeah.
I shouldn't matter if I piss you off that bad. If everything I stand for you don't believe in, turn it off.
While you watching,
turn it off.
and the more the views went up, it just proved the redundancy.
The niggas ain't men for real. Niggas is bitches. You all is emotional as fuck. And if you's a bitch ass nigga, you gonna hear bitch ass shit and react like a bitch ass that you are. But if you's a man, you're gonna be able to take little nuggets from each and every situation, learn and how to build and grow for your own self, because at the end of the day, as men, that's all we do. We build.
Create.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We create or we destroy. And that's
where we at right now too. So earlier you touched on moving down here. You said your mom got the job in Dallas. So when you got to Dallas, were you in Dallas at all before you came to Austin, or did you kind of just?
Absolutely.
Okay. Tell me about the Dallas experience for you. Tell me what that was like.
So I'm not gonna lie. Started out in like North Dallas, Carrollton area. Okay. Some people wouldn't say that's North Dallas, nigga. That's fucking uptown. Be honest. Addison, Carrollton, that's North Dallas. Plano, North Dallas. The Dallas North Tollway, there's a fucking star right there near Frisco. That's definitely becoming Dallas. But that's where I started. Then we ended up moving further north, damn near Oklahoma, 30 minutes from that home, Denton. And it was different because like I came from the city. So now I'm moving around as cows and shit. And it was like, as a kid, that's like a great experience. But as you start to get older, it's like, damn, nigga, everything is 40 minutes away from me. I got to drive everywhere. Like, you get limited social interactions. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're secluded. And that's what the suburbs do. And a lot of our parents think that they're doing that for protection, but really, it ends up fucking up our psyche. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because as people, I don't know if you know about Maslow's hierarchy theory, we need social interaction. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's important. Social interaction is important. So when you seclude people and you separate us and you put us in these boxes and all these homes look the same, and it just makes us feel weird. Like we're not ourselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're not individuals, like we're not different. Yeah, you drive past 2-3 of these apartments, you start to get that feeling because they're all cookie cutter. Yeah, you go through some of these neighborhoods, 4 or 5 of the neighborhoods. But at least in those apartments, you go outside, like in the park. You know what I'm saying? You'll see people. You know what I mean? Right. In the suburbs, bro, it'd be quiet. Like you go outside, you might not run into nobody. Yeah. Especially nowadays, man. Everybody's staying inside. Everybody. And then the times you run into niggas, they in the car coming home from work or picking their daughter. You know what I'm saying? From soccer practice, some shit. Ain't nobody outside mingling, talking. So like, because I was able to go back to New York like every summer and winter and stuff like that, I was able to see the difference. Like in New York, everybody outside. Like for whatever reason, they on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do. They going to the store. They on the train, they on the bus, they going somewhere. Somebody's always doing something. And because there's so many people, you gonna run into, you know what I'm saying, people all the time. So it teaches you how to interact with different individuals, what to say, what not to say, older, younger, because a lot of the times, bro, young kids in New York, they roaming, you know what I'm saying? They experiencing, they touching everywhere. Because the metro system out there, it gives them access to be able to go wherever for free. You know what I mean? Yeah, they get free Metro cards because of school. So they're able to travel the whole city. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy. You feel me? I really couldn't even imagine that. Like, I know they have like the Lyft scooters and stuff, but that's not even the same. That's a whole different type of thing. That's like some relaxation type shit. But like when you crammed in a trail car with people you don't know from all different walks of life, homeless niggas jacking off and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And you 11 years old and you gotta ride in this bitch for another 30 minutes, picking up and dropping off different people from different neighborhoods, different ethnicities, different cultures, different social classes, different economic statuses. All that stuff is an experience for you. So you start to become wiser and older just because you see a lot. But out here you don't really see too much of anything. You know what I mean? It's animals, fields most of the time. So that's why I said New York, they grow up, but out here we grow out. It seems like they're starting to move that type of theology down here, so to speak. I've been noticing more skyscrapers, more headquarters moving out here. Elon Musk just finalized SpaceX in Bastrop. Little bumfuck town. I think like 40 minutes from here. I think Chevron just moved their headquarters to Houston. And obviously with that is going to be the advent of the skyscrapers, the buildings up.
even in my even in Killeen, they rebuilt this bank, and it was a 1-story bank, but it was wide, and they rebuilt it, made it the headquarters. It's like 6 stories.
See what I'm saying? They build out here because there's so much fucking land. It's like if you don't fill this bitch up, it's gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where I think they should like centralize the area, like, you know what I'm saying? Even if everything on the outside, like Vegas, everything on the outside of Vegas is a desert, but the strip is the strip, and everything is focused and centralized there. That'd be our problem for real. It's like we're not focusing enough on one thing.
Yeah,
we're so, and because of that, nothing ever really gets accomplished.
I hear that. Cause when you think about it, you have San Antonio, Houston, Austin,
Dallas.
And
and all them cities have
all
little cities inside of them. Like what the fuck? Like growing up in Dallas, like there's DeSoto, there's Duncanville, there's what the fuck? There's Frisco, there's Plano, there's Grapevine, there's Lancaster, Fort Worth got its own thing going. You know what I mean? It's so many little cities inside this one city. That's why nothing ever really gets done. Like it's not accomplishing anything for real. Not for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people trying to bubble.
Yeah, it's just, I'm gonna start my own thing over here. Oh, I see what he doing. Let me start my own thing over here.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that when we could all just build and push this thing together and make it grow to be something exponential? You know what I mean?
Right.
To where people look at us like a New York, like a Los Angeles. You feel me? Like a Chicago.
Yeah. I feel we're in a space where we have to. I've been talking to a few different creatives and people that do media and stuff like that, and I think it's a call to action, so to speak. You know what I mean? It takes the few people that are out here that do have that type of mindset, finding them, getting them to come to an agreement, at least to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And once we can have that conversation, we can put a plan down and we can move on the plan. But like you said, it's always so much going on. Like I'm just now finding certain people that I feel may be impactful to that type of movement, because like I said, I'm going to this event and I'm having to purvey 80, 90 people here, and then go to this event and I'm meeting with 70, 80 people there, but I'm having to fish through all of them to figure out who, I guess, I wouldn't even say it like that, but who the bigger fish is, so to speak, the one that has the say so to put this event on or to put this person in place. I feel like once we can get to that point and it's understood, we could possibly be able to make that happen. But as we've already mentioned, there's so many different sects and areas that do that, and they've built on the younger mentality. So they're like, we don't really need to let nobody in. Yeah, we really cool what we got. And so it's a double-edged sword with that out here, I've noticed.
I think that's just a lot of settling, honestly. Yeah. Rather than trying to accomplish what you can be. You know what I mean? I hear that. It's just settling for what is. What
you want. And a lot of what you want scared. And what we can get to is two different things.
A lot of niggas are scared, bro. Yeah. They feel like I'm cool because I got this far. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if I try to risk anything else, I might lose.
Yeah, and they don't want to lose that little bit that they built for.
And that's a loser mentality. Yeah. Is you're a fucking loser. Yep. Because a winner is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
They're willing to risk the win to win. And that's the difference. That's the difference right there.
That's what you niggas are okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You niggas are just, y'all are okay. You're so far. You're all right. You're right here. Yeah. But in order to be great, you gotta be insane, bro. Yeah. You gotta be willing to take them steps, and a lot of you niggas are just not ready, and that's fine, because being the greatest of all time, there can only be one. Right. You know what I mean? There can only be one, and that nigga's by himself. Yeah. You feel me?
There you go. Tell me about, so you get to Dallas, you stay there for a little bit.
I graduated from my
dog. Okay, yeah, cool. Shout out to the DFW area, man. All the little cities out there, man. I like the area. I got family up there as well. So you graduate from the Dallas area. When you were at school or in your schooling up there, pause. I should really ask this question. Around what time did you kind of start to do music? Like, when did you feel I was going to do the whole
college?
Okay, so it was after high school.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you play sports or anything in high school?
I play AAU. I play select ball, but there was like a summer program when I was in 9th grade I didn't know about. Okay. And then that was for basketball and shit. And if you didn't go to that summer program, you didn't make the team. Mm-hmm. But if you went to that summer program, you stayed on for all 4 years. Gotcha. Because it was more about building the program, less about like who could actually play ball,
Right.
which is why we haven't won a state championship in 20, 30 years.
Oof. That's
Overstreet.
That's tough.
Maybe you need to rethink your design, my nigga.
Right.
Anyhow.
So you graduate high school, and so did you move down here immediately after, or
Kinda. My mom kicked me out.
like the life?
She kicked me out just due to like, she felt like my decisions and what I was making, I was being too grown to stay in her house,
Right.
type shit. She asked me one day if I smoked weed, and I told her yeah I did, because at the time I used to, and that was like a big no for her. So she ended up kicking me out of the house. She wanted me to come back. I came back for a while, but like once you do something like that to somebody, it's like
Change the dynamic.
So I got an opportunity. One of my coworkers at the time, he was a photographer. He was talking about coming out here for South by Southwest. It was like 2015, 2016, something like that. 2016, 2017, because I graduated in 2016. He was talking about coming out here for South by Southwest. I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
And I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, "You should go." And I came out here, and I just haven't left.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff, man. So I can definitely say South by Southwest is an experience. It's one of those ones where it really, the outcome is really based on your mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you come out there with a pessimist mindset and you don't really know what you're doing and you get into your head about it, you'll go out there and spend all day and go back home mad.
It's one of them situations that's kind of like New York, to where everybody is outside and everybody's interacting. And if you know how to interact with different individuals, you can meet whomever in the industry. And I'm not just talking about music. I'm talking about film.
Right.
I'm talking about like real life networking on business tip, like tech, all of that stuff. It's out there. I don't like South by Southwest because I feel like our city is too focused on that specific time to where we're on pause without it. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Where it's like we could be doing that 24/7 instead of just going out to 6th Street and getting drunk every day.
Right.
Because what does that do for us?
Right, exactly.
It might make you a little bit of money here and there, but we're not helping those individuals that are spending money make more money or spend their money in their environment to make it better and grow.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's more like a collection pot almost.
I gave you some takes in here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we're gonna chop it
up.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, I gave you some takes. Not for real.
Yeah. I think South by Southwest overall, like I said, I think it's what you make it in a sense. I've been out there, I think 2 or 3 years, and it was hit or miss for me as well, just because of my availability with stuff. I had other things going. Had to leave early one year. The other year I went, I ended up going to a mixer, and then to a Real Tune event. I got to meet Tune.
It's hard.
Yeah, pretty cool.
See, like if you go to the official shit, you could meet official people.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, even you just have to find the right spaces. For example, shout out to my boy Slims. He just
That nigga don't like me.
If you want to speak on it, we can speak on it.
I've never talked to bro. I don't know him. We've never met.
Oh,
but
okay.
I just know like bro has been telling individuals not to fuck with me.
Oh, see that?
For whatever purpose or reason.
I didn't know that.
I don't know why. I've never met him.
Yeah.
Never exchanged any money. Never done any business with him.
Right.
If you do know me, you know everything I do is.
It's cool. He says cool.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
And if it's not, we're gonna communicate and talk about it. And if I gotta apologize or make amends or do whatever is necessary, I do my part, because as a man, that's where my integrity lies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah. He had so he works with artists for context, and there was a young lady he's working with that does singing, and they did their rehearsals this last month, every week, whatever.
Shout out to him.
They had an event, I think last night or 2 or 3 nights ago, and he messaged me. He was like, "Bro, Joe Rogan is here."
That's what's up.
He was like, "Yeah, I met him. He got to meet the singer, and he
because bro got comedy clubs and shit out here.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where
and he live out here. Joe Rogan do.
It's a lot of little celebrity, and I wouldn't even say little celebrity.
Nah, it's
There's
celebrities,
a lot of
bro.
celebrities that live out here.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians now, especially because of Tony Hinchcliffe. Shout out to Kill Tony. I love that podcast as well. So it's definitely some stuff out here, man. I think it's just we need to find a space where we discussed earlier. We find the people who are willing to lead or that have the
we gotta have an
lead.
identity first.
Yeah, I hear that. Have to build it and have to understand what you're doing. Like we said, the why. Once we get that established, you know, we can move on some type of an accord.
Something, you know what I mean? Something.
So being out here in Austin, tell me about, you know, yourself in the music. What made you start the music? You know, tell me about that kind of introduction into it.
Starting the music, I was in college, like I said. I had always been somewhat musically inclined just because I fuck with music, but I didn't really know that I was musically inclined for real. I freestyle and do like talent shows and shit like that, but I didn't think too much of it because my mother was always telling me to like focus on school. My father was always telling me like school's important, this, that, and the third, get good grades, shit like that. So creativity and talent was like afterthought type shit. You know what I mean? Basketball was like a hobby for me for real, like an escape. Like I could do something else outside of read a book.
I feel you on that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Go outside and play and shit. But music wise, yeah. I was in college. I was going to the library and I seen some people outside freestyling. I decided to join in. It was like, bro, you dope. Come with me to the studio tonight. I was like, damn, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Real truth is, bro, just needed a ride to the studio.
I didn't expect that curveball. Damn.
That was real life, bro.
Yeah,
I don't keep it.
true.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that sell you a dream. I'm just not one of them niggas, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish niggas would have kept it real with me in a lot of situations.
It's easier to just keep it real, man.
Nah, it's harder, bro. It's
Personally, I would say
that's still a choice, bro. Like, do you
that.
work out?
I just started back working out.
How easy is that? Do you eat right?
I'm trying.
How
to
easy? You see how you got
it's choices. You're right. I agree with that 100%.
Keeping it real, keeping it funky is a lot harder than telling a lie.
Yeah.
You know
because
what
you can just throw whatever.
You can say whatever.
Yeah.
I'm an astronaut, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
I was just like, man, come on.
nah. So we drove to the studio and he ended up knocking out his verse. It was my nigga Pink Rose. I don't think he rap no more, but shout out to bro. He definitely got me my start in the music industry. He took me to my first studio for real. He got his shit done, and then he looked at me like, "Is it something you want to record?" So I was able to record my first session for free. You know what I'm saying? Just off the rip. Yeah. And I made this song called "Famous." It's on my SoundCloud. Y'all check that shit out. And from the time that like the beat dropped and everybody was like, "Oh, here's this nigga," you know what I'm saying? He finna blah 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 SoundCloud rapping ass nigga. That was back when that shit was like real popular.
Yeah, it was a little wave too.
But I sang.
Yeah.
So I made like nigga pause the record and said, bro, do that shit again. I had the whole studio smashed, nigga. And from there's history, and you know what I'm saying. I just kept going.
That's tough.
I don't know if I answered your question fully. I think you had mentioned something about coming to Austin, but that was just a nostalgic moment for me. So
you answered the question, man. Just touching on your kind of your transition into music, how you got your start. So definitely touched on it. So from there, you know, you kind of get that, I guess that, I wouldn't even call it adrenaline, just that reinforcement, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool, this is something I can do. I already knew I could do it, but now that I'm in here, I
didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? Real life, bro, music was trash as fuck to me. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of great albums came out in like 2015, 2016. That's like, to me, peak era of music for real, outside of like early 2000s. But a lot of niggas was garbage, and there was a lot of garbage circling around, and I was just like, nigga, if y'all like this shit, like, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but outside of that, I really just wanted something to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I did it because I ain't. Not to say I didn't have anything to listen to. Y'all got water or anything?
Oh, I'll get you some water. Go ahead.
Not to say I didn't have anything to listen to, but it just got tiring listening to the same shit over and over and over. You know what I mean? Wanted to hear something different, and I felt like I could make something that I'd enjoy, and so that's what I did.
I'm gonna let this part just play out. I'll come back and ask a question. I'll just chop it up.
Now do your thing.
Yeah, bro, I'm bougie now. Before I lived in the hood before. And so I had hella water bottles, but I got a water machine now, so.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem, man. depending on how it sounds, I might just mess around and keep it because it's all. I like certain types of content. I think showing transparency, especially with the blog and how I do it, I just like the way I'm pushing it, you know, even down to the colorways. Like I chose green and yellow for a reason, you know. Green symbolizes balance, tranquility. Or no, I might have it backwards. Green represents abundance, growth.
I think so.
Yellow represents tranquility, you know, kind of being on an even keel and just pushing that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be right in your face, punching your face. I want to be something that's credible, that's reliable, something that people can look to for as a real source. You feel what I'm saying?
Literature.
Yeah. You know, and I like to spread the gamut. I do news, public events, you know, private events. You know, I like to promote the artists because, like we spoke on, man, it's so much out here. It's such a melting pot of talent, and I feel like without that type of representation, it kind of just goes by the wayside. You know. So moving forward, after you kind of dropped your first song, tell me about kind of your next step in music. When did you drop like your first album? Tell me about all that.
So really, after I recorded the song, like I said, I just wanted some shit to listen to. So I ended up keep going back to the studio, and it took me 9 months, and I recorded 4 songs, and that's on my SoundCloud. It's called 9 months and 12 minutes, and basically it's just an array of music that I feel like I wanted to hear during that time. You know what I mean? Like I said before about highway classics as a genre of music, it's supposed to take you on a destination each and every time you listen to it. So each song is different, you know what I mean? But needless to say, it's supposed to take you on that trip, on that journey with me, so you could feel where I'm coming from, and also you could feel like where you trying to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be wanting to go out and turn up. You might be on some thinking about life type shit. You might be chilling with, you know what I'm saying? You might be getting freaky, you know what I'm saying? I got all of that in that compact. So really the concept of 9 months and 12 minutes is like, one, that's how long it took me to make it, but two, that's how long it takes for a baby to be conceived. You know what I'm saying? It might take 12 minutes for it to happen, but smart 9 months for it to happen. It's not just smart, like it happened that way. Yeah, exactly. That's my child for real. You know what I'm saying? It's like my child. That's my kid. That's my first shit. Too. That's my first. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And you feel me? That's tough. If y'all Highway Classics fan, make sure y'all check out my SoundCloud. There's some shit on there. I'm not gonna lie.
And one thing I'll add too, just on the back end for artists, man, focus on your direction, man. Focus on your brand, man. Focus on the ideas that go behind everything, bro. The titles, you know, the cover arts. Don't just
being an artist.
Yeah, the whole thing, man.
Be an artist.
Understand how to put your message through each piece of.
Why we
content.
giving niggas free game right now?
Man, it's a 2-part play, man. I try to do it because I know.
Now, free game is important. I actually believe that the game should be told, not sold. Yeah. I believe that. Just because, like, shit, you go into a public library and learn so much information. Right. A lot of the times why we don't advance as people is because we end up holding our nuts on a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And shit, if we ain't instructing the youth on where to grow and become, we can't be mad when them the niggas breaking into Kias and popping perks and pulling out switches on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was your fault. It's your fault. Because you didn't want to teach nobody. Mm-hmm. You didn't give them, you know what I'm saying, no real instruction. You didn't tell them how to work with tools and fix a car, fix a light bulb. You didn't tell them how to mow a lawn. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So they listening to these rappers and shit. Because who the fuck, you ain't teaching them shit. Exactly. They got more influence than you do just because they on the TV screen.
Mm-hmm. And half the time, not even half, nowadays in this society, all of them are showing, even if they're not really living like that could be label money. But they're showing for more than what a lot of these people's parents have, and that was a double-edged sword of how the industry evolved over the last, I would say, 10 to 15 years. I feel like when you said you graduated what, 16?
Yeah.
So I'm about 3 years older than you. I graduated at 13, so I'm 29, about to be 30.
Shout out to a black man making it to his 30s.
Appreciate you, bro. In my experience with the music scene back in the day, there definitely were the mega stars that would have the things, but like nowadays, you can find someone that started indie, and within a year, if they find the right people, they in Rolls Royces, Maybachs, they got this, that, and the third. Granted, I understand that's a cosmetic feature, but like I said, when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 13, 14,
you don't know the word cosmetic.
You don't have no guidance.
You can't spell the word cosmetic.
Right, your parents in and out going to work.
All you know is, you know what I'm saying, and that's that suburban mentality too. Exactly. It's like shit, your parents drop you off at school for 8 hours so that they could go work for 8 hours. You go to daycare, blah, blah, blah. Or you go home, you know what I'm saying, and you by yourself, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do, you gonna cut on the TV, you gonna cut on the game.
Exactly.
And you're gonna digest whatever the fuck is in front of you. And there's nobody there to monitor this situation.
Right. Give you direction from the stuff you're receiving all day. Yep.
Nobody there to keep it real with you and tell you, nah, that's a load of bullshit.
Right.
That's not actually real money. That's not like all this is paid for. This is all acting.
And then you get them to this point, and they're adult in age, but they're still children in mentality because they've never had someone give them the hard nose.
And then they end up having children.
Yeah.
So it's babies raising babies.
Yeah, and see, look, I have to say that with a grain of salt because I'm by no means really a grown man in my own mind, if I'm being honest.
I respect. Thank you.
That's why
a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah,
like, we still young.
Yeah, bro. And
grown is like 50.
Yeah. Again, back to the glamorization of it, man. We don't really have a full understanding of this life thing, man. And so what happens is we see these people make it to their 20s and 30s, and we start to conceptualize. I remember for a long time because like we touched on. I'm actually a prototype of a lot of those examples you mentioned. Pops was in prison up until like 3 years ago, bro. He was like 60. But my point is, when I'm seeing this stuff on TV, I'm like hyperly focusing on it at the time. And I remember when I first started out, it was all about the gaudy stuff, bro. It was about having the nice car and doing this with making sure you had a certain amount of bread or looking this type of
MTV
way.
Cribs.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of niggas that was on MTV Cribs back in the day is broke.
Exactly.
Right now. Because they had it all in their 20s, but didn't know how to maintain that into their 40s, 50s, 60s. And it's like, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's like, you want to be rich today, you trying to be wealthy forever.
Exactly.
And in order to be wealthy forever, it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes patience, it takes you willing to learn how to manage money, how to manage yourself, how to manage your time, how to manage your social environment, who you be around. You know what I mean? How to manage your alcohol intake, how to manage how many dicks you take.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? Man or woman.
Yeah, talk to him.
Cause a lot of y'all's out there taking a lot of dicks for
bro,
no reason.
A lot of people, I've noticed just in general with the music stuff, man, a lot of people are a lot easier to compromise their own integrity for attention. And again, I just think a lot of it comes back to lack of guidance, and then you look at the TV for your guidance. And so you see these actors, you call them musicians, but they're really just actors.
Oh God.
They get out here and they do more acting.
But that's the music industry.
Yeah.
And that's why that
acting.
bitch failing.
Yeah.
Because you don't have no solid foundation to stand on. And that's why you got artists like Kendrick Lamar, who has created his own platform with PG Lang and don't want to be associated with you niggas for real.
Yeah.
Not for real. Not for real.
I was just watching a podcast and they were touching on that too with his recent joint he dropped on Instagram.
But the party dog.
He just don't like nothing right now. He like, I'm sick
we
of
can't,
all
bro.
of it.
Yeah, because like
man.
if we really focusing on what we supposed to be doing as people, because Kendrick believe in God, bro. He's a Christian, and as he gets closer to God, he gonna get further away from
all the material.
And it's not just the material. Like, y'all niggas is really doing weird shit. 1,000 bottles of baby oil, nigga.
Man, bro.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Underage. Look. Sexual exploitation, sexual trafficking, underage
1,000
manipulation. It's a lot that goes
baby
on.
Baby oil.
And I think he's right, if I'm being honest. If I give my hot take, because I feel like it's time to pull the veil back. Because I think we're in a space right now where it's gotten so convoluted that you can't tell the starving artist from the faker anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so the starving artists are they're gone. They're dying because they can't even get a footing in this space where even if the people that were faking it weren't there back in the day, the starving artists still had to fight an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Now you have to fight an uphill battle behind a line of niggas who are just faking the funk.
Correct.
Man, I ain't have nothing, but you lived in a
still don't
crib.
got nothing.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Man,
making it look like you got something
bro.
too.
Man,
Yeah.
It's crazy. I watched a couple of your videos before
for real?
you came through. and I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I noticed in one of them though you were wearing some local clothing, some Against the World. Shout out Rendell.
That was Diamonds and Hundreds. Yeah, shout out Against the World.
Yeah, I saw you were kind of venturing through downtown.
That's the song I'm pushing currently, for real.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Diamonds and Hundreds is a song I'm pushing currently.
Okay, well y'all check that out on all platforms when y'all see this, man. Make sure y'all run it up one time. I'll drop the link for it in the bio or in the comments as well for you.
Nah, for real.
Tell me about your experience making that video. What was your thought process moving into it, and where do you see it pushing as far as the marketing goes? You know what I'm saying?
The video, a lot of niggas just been complaining that I don't got visuals.
Okay.
So I decided to make visuals, and I actually made 2 videos that same day because people would tell me like, you don't work hard, like when it comes down to working hard, there's nobody that do this shit like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because outside of just like my music, I've been able to put on a platform for other individuals just because I got tired of the way things was going.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then also like, I don't know if y'all listen to this interview this far, but my intellect is up there. You know what I'm saying? It's on par with, you know what I'm saying, real shit. You feel me?
Right.
So that took work, time, and dedication. I learned a lot about the music industry. I put in the time. I put in the effort. I got the experiences. But for real, as far as that video was concerned, I just I wanted to wear local shit and be dope looking in that hole.
It was crispy.
Pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Crispy visuals. I like the way you harmonize. When I first came across
Shout out Nolan and Dan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I can't say where I listened to you first. It definitely wasn't today. I know I've heard some of your music before, but I know when I first listened to it, I thought, okay, I'm a surface level dude at the end of the day, so I keep it a beam with you. But you got DDG in the cut. He tapped in? Hold on. We got DDG tapped in with him. That's tough. Good stuff, man.
No, for real.
Maybe lose my whole train of thought, bro. If I catch it, I'll pick it back.
You was talking about where you seen my shit first, like where you heard me first.
Oh, okay, yeah. So when I first, I'm a surface level dude to a degree with the music because I feel like in this climate, a lot of people wear how they express themselves in the music. I can kind of lightly, in a sense, get an idea. Obviously, with you, I was wrong. I'm like 75%. When I can kind of see how you move or how you kind of coexist, what you wear, it kind of gives an idea of the type of music you make. Whereas you, I feel like that definitely wasn't the case.
For real?
And so when I heard you, I was like, oh.
Why is it though? Like,
honestly,
what set it off?
Cosmetics, and I keep it a beam with you. The dreads, the do-rag, the chain.
Shit.
So I'm not, down here, it's a certain type, even if he's a street dude, it's a certain type of dude that you look at that does the harmonizing.
Yeah.
And I'll just touch on a few dudes I know. Rest in peace, Mo3. Two Rock Quays out of Waco.
I actually did a rendition of Mo3's and Die shit.
Nice.
I did a rendition of that hoe. I'll show it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. But yeah, so for like, I could probably sit here for a minute and think of some other ones, but for some reason it's like a circumstantial type of thing. Like, and I know for them two specifically, they were church dudes. They grew up in the church. They're a little bit chubbier dudes. And so it's almost like an archetype for me. And I definitely assumed when I met you, but like I said, once the play got hit and I heard you were harmonizing, I was like, oh, bro got a different bag.
Like I said from the first recording session that I had.
Yeah.
Same reaction.
Yeah, I said, bro got a different bag to him. I wasn't expecting that.
Same reaction.
Yeah. And
a lot of people just have like a preconceived notion. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like the industry, bro, is just
it's groomed us to just
you know what I'm saying? Assume shit, put people in boxes, and they think that that's a good thing because like everything needs to be packaged a specific way and blah blah blah. But is this just product or is this the music business? Because music is attached to emotion. Even clothing and branding is supposed to make you feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, I think we need to get more like psychologists in that hole. You know what I'm saying? Philosophers in that hole. Talking and really understanding where we're going with the direction that we're taking things. Or are we just trying to put as much as we can in people's faces and make them believe And that's why you niggas is failing right now.
Yeah.
That's why you niggas is getting fired from your jobs. That's why the labels is dropping you niggas. That's why they're subsidizing. That's why they're being consumed by bigger labels. You know what I mean? It's because you niggas is focused on the wrong thing. You niggas is focused on the way things look and the product rather than what it is. Y'all focus on the numbers rather than connecting with an individual and that individual really riding for you for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Really believing in the brand, really believing in the artist, really believing in the message and the things that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of you niggas don't got that. And a lot of you niggas in charge don't understand that. That's because y'all shouldn't be in charge.
Yeah,
that's why Kendrick is like, let the party die.
Yeah, let it die, man. Because right now we got people at the party. Man, bro.
Niggas shouldn't even be kicking it for real.
Niggas
shouldn't even be kicking it for real.
And just to segue into
niggas bringing $1,000 bottles of baby oil to the party. What you gonna do if a nigga walk in with 1,000 bottles of baby oil, nigga? What you gonna do? What you gonna do if a nigga walk in your motherfucking house party with 1,000 bottles of baby oil, nigga?
There's another artist.
Cause a lot of y'all niggas staying. A lot of y'all niggas is kicking it. A lot of y'all niggas just letting that happen.
Yeah. And that's where we need to, we need, like you said, the philosophers or the people like Kendrick that are just willing to call it out.
Yeah.
I was talking to Slim.
Shit like me.
Yeah. I was talking to Slim recently, and we moved into a space due to the media, just due to how life is with men, if we're being honest. If I'm being honest. And I feel like we got to a point where it became a cool contest on truth. And so people don't want to call out truth because they think it'll be perceived a type of way. Or,
like I said, it's easier to lie.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, bro, we're in a space now where the fake and the fraud, the red needs to be called out because we can't get rid of it until we realize what it is.
What it is, yeah.
And once we can acknowledge it, we can work with it or exit.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we can't tell. We can't tell.
Man. We can't tell till the 1,000 bottles of baby oil pop up.
And you know what I'm saying?
It's too far gone by then. Yeah, it's like we already down the rabbit hole by then.
It's a Diddy party after that. You know what I'm saying? A freak hole.
We've been dropping nuances, man. Tell me what you think about that whole situation with Diddy going on right now.
Bro, free Diddy, bro. He didn't mean it, y'all. He just brother love, you know what I'm saying? Free R. Kelly, bro. He didn't mean it, bro.
Man, Kendrick even made a good bar with in one of his songs about R. Kelly. That's if you don't care about the people that make this content and you do just think about it as X's and O's, you don't care because you're like, oh, he did this. But one of his bars was something to the effect of, I wonder what R. Kelly would be like if he hadn't gotten sexually abused. And then we did. He's
not talking about it.
Yeah, and then we did.
Like I said, we need psychologists in these. Because, bro, hey, listen, I'm gonna just keep it a being with you. If you're a nigga that goes inside of a padded room and talks to yourself in the dark, you're insane.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Ain't no getting around it, brother. Ain't no getting around it. So that's just what that is, man. Tell me. I'm trying to think. I'll cut this part too because I'm trying to think of who else I was thinking about bringing up. How do you feel about the whole Rich Homie Quan passing situation?
Don't do drugs, bro.
Yeah, that's simple. And for me, with him, it's sad to say in that sense, but I was kind of disappointed because, like you said, like you touched on, it's easier to lie. And I really like Rich Homie Quan. His music inspires me.
For real?
And yeah, I like it. It puts me into a mood.
A happy mood.
Yeah, it makes me want to go try to do something productive.
Oh, like a hustler mood.
Yeah,
okay.
It really does. And as far as the Rich Homie thing goes for me, as far as why I feel like I was disappointed was because I was watching a lot of his content prior to him passing, especially right before he passed. And he was just doing too much talking about not doing drugs to be for that to be how he passed away.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn.
And so it's hard to even say that because like it resulted in loss of life, but you can't be out here pump faking and saying one thing and then doing the complete
I feel like
other,
this whole interview been talking about what's real versus what's fake.
Right. Yeah. And it's coming to light now. Like again, we'll touch back on it again. Like Kendrick said, let the party die, man. Everybody in there right now. It might be a very small percentage of people in there that's really there, that's gonna stay there. But a lot of them dudes there because the party big enough. And
a nigga like Meek Mill do some shit like that for me. Rick Ross.
Meek Mill's so much more grimy with it though, bro. His punchlines, bro.
I be feeling that shit. And I don't give a fuck what none of y'all niggas say about Meek Mill, bro. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care about what you niggas say about Meek Mill. Meek Mill did it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill made it to that level, bro. And he did it by talking about everything that he went through and pouring his heart out over the music shit and making sure you could really feel him. And if you
like, I was gonna mention earlier, there's an artist out of the DFW that's been picking up steam named Southside Vic, I believe. And in one of his interviews, he's more timid, you can tell, because people didn't acknowledge him, and now he's getting all this recognition. And so I feel like it's hard for him to take it because he knows it's just like a wave. It's not really people that like his music for real because they would have been there.
Or like
him. Yeah, exactly. And he was saying that no one is willing to be the first to the party anymore.
Nah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that
trying
shit.
to pull up and wait outside to make sure it's jumping.
Make sure this shit get jumping.
And then you want to jump in, and then once you get in there,
ain't nobody in that bitch trying to help you set up.
Yeah, and then they get there and they try to claim it was them that got you.
I started this shit. It's because of me that this shit.
Right, and it's like, nah, just come to the party and enjoy it, man. Be a real person. Come interact, come network, come
have fun, bro.
Yeah, just come exist.
Just have fun,
That's
bro.
right. Yeah,
this shit don't gotta be that serious, my nigga. Like, shit, the party ends at some point. You know what I'm saying?
It has to, man.
The party,
we have to let it end sometimes.
The party is over at some point in time, my niggas. So it's
we trying to
enjoy it while you can, bro. Y'all niggas is going outside, standing in sections, looking retarded.
Exactly.
Like, good. Y'all not having fun for real. Like, I go out and I don't have fun, bro. I be doing that shit because I know this is a part of the image. Like, this is what y'all need to see in order to take a nigga serious. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what a rapper image is. Nigga, I rap and I'm great at rapping, but I'm not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I just know that in order to get a nigga to listen to a music, it gotta be a certain type of, you know what I'm saying? For real. Or else you ain't even gonna pay attention.
Yeah. And it only works if you're at the top of the top, and even them, the ones that aren't as gaudy face challenges. You know, J. Cole is just a phenomenal rapper, so there's nothing you can take away from that. But the fact that he gets up and rides his bike city to city,
he didn't start out that way.
He didn't start out that way. I say that to say though, the same dudes who be outside every day in the Maybach will get all the blog coverage though.
Exactly.
Because they have the image.
Yeah.
And it's not about the real fact that he can rap better than y'all. This is
don't matter.
Exactly, and that's. You know,
I don't care. Don't care if you can rap. Don't care if your music's good.
A big
don't care
too.
if you want me to be successful.
Don't care. That's one. You can't get past it either, bro.
Can't get past it. Don't care because a nigga either gonna fuck with you or he not, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to.
And all this shit cool. Like, it's cool throwing money. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Being in the clubs, whatever, having fun. But I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't participate in none of that shit for real. For real. Y'all niggas do. You know what I'm saying?
That's half the reason why they're out there. If you take that away at these events, these dudes will be at the house.
Niggas is bored, bro. Niggas is bored.
Bro, man.
I can sit at home for a week, 2 weeks, just chilling, like not going nowhere, because I'm grateful to be here. You know what I mean?
That I want to bring that back to the beginning, and then we're gonna kind of close it out. Is when you were talking about the demographics of the areas, right? We saw people on TV from up there, and y'all actually have the environment and the culture to live that fast lifestyle.
Yeah.
We tried to emulate it in a space that wasn't conducive for that. And so now everybody wants to be outside every day. Fam, these dudes can drive 15 minutes to go to all these clubs. Y'all have to drive 4 hours collectively, spend all the gas for it. And the second part to that is what you just mentioned as well, and which is why I love my space. And I'm learning to preach that to the artists that I manage, et cetera, et cetera. We have to slow down. We moving too fast.
That's artist development.
Yeah, we moving too fast.
It's really people development.
Yeah, and we have to be comfortable with the way we have.
Niggas forgot that artists are people.
Yeah.
That you're giving millions of dollars to a 16-year-old talking about popping perks and murdering people. What the fuck you think that nigga gonna go out there and do?
Exactly.
He gonna go to jail.
He damn near waiting for you to give it to him so he can. He like, I'll do it first. You give me the bread after. Like,
oh God.
Yeah, some eager dudes, bro.
And then y'all taking out life insurance policies on these artists and shit, and they young as hell because you think that they have a possibility of dying. Yeah. Well, why are you investing in that? Why is that what you're investing into?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because of the attention, the clicks, the views, blah, blah, blah. Is that what the music business is? Attention, clicks, and views?
Yeah. I actually, I do music reviews. I do them solo now, and I sometimes invite guests. I used to do them with two guys in Killeen. And
I'm the best artist in Texas.
Yeah. Sorry?
I'm the best artist in Texas.
Yeah, say it. Hey, pop your shit, bro. I'm gonna definitely have to tap in more myself. That way I can absorb the truth of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just played the 2 little videos, but I'm gonna really take a deep dive.
I got projects out.
Yeah. So really take a deep dive and listen to it, man. Because I'm somebody that I'm like, well, shit, then show me.
Yeah, I'm the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to catalog and the fact that I can go from this, that, you know what I'm saying? A nigga can't sing like me. Nigga can't rap like me.
Right.
A nigga can't sing and rap on the same song like me.
Yeah.
So where it sounds like I'm featuring myself.
Right. That's hard. That's actually very hard for artists.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A nigga can't make a hit song, a popular record. A nigga can't make a song without cursing. You know what I'm saying? I can make marketable records. I can make pop records. I can make R&B records. I can make rap records. So before y'all even come into the conversation of like, oh, you're not better than me, you have to ask yourself, what do you really do?
Yeah, you can't even hit the boxes, let alone
you know what I'm
better than
saying?
me in the box.
Yeah, like you might be a box, but are you an onion?
Exactly.
And if y'all watch Shrek, onions have layers.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. But we do reviews, and I remember I went back up there to be a guest one time, and we started listening to a track. I was like, oh, this sounds kind of cool. And one of the judges starts looking back to the email, and I guess this is something new they're doing. I don't know if it's to try to. It's kind of how the major business corporations are kind of downsizing and getting rid of the people, and they're kind of including the processes instead. He was like, yeah, bro, this is an AI artist.
That's crazy.
And that's
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
It took me like 3 days to fathom that. He said, yeah, bro, I'm gonna send you his page. It's not
His
even a real
page.
person. He got a page. He got content the same way.
How we talk about it.
Reels. And it's just like, man, listen to the space we moving into, man. We got to get back to our individualism and our ability. Like I said, we got to slow down. We got to slow this whole thing down because it's moving too fast. We're focused on the wrong thing, and then slowly but surely, this thing that we created is slipping out of our grasp.
It's the Matrix, bro.
Yeah.
They told us a long time ago.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're so right. You're so right, man.
And we slowly falling into it.
So, closing statements, man. Let the people know, any projects coming out, any projects that are out that you want them to go tap into.
Go listen to that Days Before Gotham, I'm not gonna lie. Executive produced by myself and DJ Terrell.
Ooh, tough.
I want to talk about the DJ market. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas, bro.
Yeah.
That's really what I came here for, is to address y'all. I'm keeping it in the beat.
Look, go ahead.
I hope
elaborate.
you niggas, I hope y'all see this. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas, bro. All you niggas play the same music.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know that. You're all playing on your Serato, it's the same music. And if you've been DJing for 20 years and you're still playing music from 20 years ago, and that's your shit, and that's how you get your shit off, and you're just happy that everybody's singing and boosting you, understand something. There are artists in that crowd that will really enjoy to get their shit off. Mm-hmm. And you can't say that these niggas' music don't be deserving of y'all time. You know what I'm saying? A nigga might not have millions of views and everybody might not know the record, but if it's a good record, you should play that. Mm-hmm. Why? Because that's your fucking job as a DJ, is to break records, because who else is gonna break it? Exactly. Instagram, YouTube, and then you wonder why we're leaning on AI and things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if y'all don't understand that if y'all aren't breaking artists, you're gonna become obsolete. Right. You feel me?
That's most of y'all's job.
That's a part of the process.
Yeah.
If the artist is becoming obsolete because they're making AI music, it's only a matter of time before, you know what I'm saying, you next.
Yeah,
because
they got AI DJs that can just curate a playlist.
There's already, a lot of y'all niggas are playlist DJs, so it's like,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Especially you go to a radio station, they tell you what to play. Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. You can't do what you want to do. Right. Like a Funk Flex. Funk Flex go in that bitch and play whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because he can, because he has that control, because he wants to, because he built that. Yeah. What are you niggas standing for? Hip hop was built on breakdancing, graffiti, the DJ, the rap artist. And a lot of times a nigga couldn't be a DJ unless he had an MC. You niggas is acting like y'all the artists. Y'all not the fucking artists, bro. You're not a celebrity because you DJ at a bar Thursday through Sunday. You bitch ass nigga. Pay attention.
Hey, talk to him.
Pay attention, bro. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because when SZA, when Sexy Red, when Doja Cat come out here, who's on their stage? Are you opening up for them? Are you going to the Moody Center and mixing and getting paid? Or you know what I'm saying? Right. You feel me?
Yeah.
We gotta stop being so fucking weird to each other. Like, I don't like that keep all some weird shit. Let that shit go. Like, that's not cool, bro.
Yeah.
Being weird to a nigga who's trying is weird as fuck. I don't like that shit. You see somebody, an artist, he grinding, he putting out good music, he putting out good content, and I'm not just talking about myself. You niggas don't play Quinn music. But anytime you bring that nigga name up, y'all be like, oh, bro, oh, I fuck with bro, oh, I fuck with bro. No, you don't, nigga. I go to the bar, I hear Lil Baby, I hear Sexy Red, Ice Spice. None of them niggas is from here, and y'all niggas play Southside Don way more than anything. This is not Houston, nigga.
Austin, Texas, man.
I respect the culture of what they got going on, but bro, there's niggas out here that are doing it and aren't getting any credit for doing it. Right. And if a nigga is an artist and he's trying to do something productive and y'all aren't giving him his just due, don't be mad when that nigga rob or kill you.
Or just leave.
No. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Y'all need to know how serious shit could get, bro. How serious shit could get because a nigga is trying. You know what I'm saying?
That's real life.
They're putting their heart into this shit. And they're spending money on this shit. And if they're not getting anything from it or out of it, who knows what they'll result to?
I hear you. I only threw in the moving because I was thinking about one artist from out here. His name is BC the Ice Guy. Shout out to you, bro. And I feel like he just rubbed people the wrong way because he was very, I wouldn't even say cocky. He believed in himself, and people didn't like how he believed in himself. He was on billboards out here. He had gotten in, I believe, in like 4 or 5 newspapers. The Chronicle did this, and the third, and it just went over. It kind of went over everyone's heads. And he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go to Houston." And he been in Houston thriving.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Gained a little bit of weight, been dropping more consistently. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing out there. It just was received a little bit better.
That's because they're just more mature.
That. Yeah.
That's what I was talking. It's like goes back to our earlier conversation. Mm-hmm. We don't have nobody that's leading the culture.
Yeah.
A father that will put belt to ass. But I'll whoop you like your daddy should have.
Nah, for sure. And I think to close it out, I definitely think we're in that space right now, man. It's time for the light to shine and differentiate the Chiefs from the Indians. You know, and again, we're still in a developmental stage. The Chiefs may still be learning, but there are people out here that you can.
I don't claim to know everything. I don't claim to have the answers to all problems. I just understand. I understand a lot of things from all sides because I done spent time in a lot of different places.
Right, and you're willing to accept and learn from it.
Yeah, I done sat down with labels before. We didn't have conversations. I sat down with Universal, Capitol, and Rock Nation all at the same time. And we talked about the direction of my music. I didn't end up getting signed because they didn't think that what I was trying to do would be accessible on, you know what I'm saying, on their scale. They wanted to see me prove it.
Right.
But in order for me to be able to prove it to them, I gotta have some sort of support system.
Right. That's gonna support me.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Not your idea of me, but me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's why it's like this conversation wasn't just about music. It was about who I am as a person, what I believe in, what I stand for, my characteristics, my integrity. You know what I'm saying? Then go listen to the music and see if that shit correlates and relates.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Test me, bro. Test me. Test me. You got to. You gotta test me, bro. Come see about a nigga for real.
Yeah.
I'm not hard to find.
That's one of the differences. That's what separates men from boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Because boys will shelter up in response to adversity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, how'd you get that done? Man, I ain't even... I'd be like, I'll just show you again real quick because I know I can do it.
I can do it.
You feel what I'm saying? You have to believe in self.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest differences, man. So just to close out, man, I just want to say thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I appreciate your time, man.
I'm the greatest artist of all time.
And he said it. He said it a couple times. So y'all go tap in, man. Highway Classics on all platforms, correct?
Yeah.
All streaming services, man. Be tuned. Stay tuned for the stuff he has coming up, man. Like he said, one of the greatest, man. Make sure y'all tune in, tap in, support, like, share, and you know, don't like we said, don't take our word for it. Go listen to him.
Yeah.
Go see what it's about, man.
Go hate on it in the comment section.
There you go.
I'd appreciate it if you just type this nigga whack 100 times. Do that for me. Thank you.
We out, man.
If it's about money, I bet I'll go get it. Just show me them dollars and hundreds. My bitch is so pretty, just look at her glisten. Yeah, look at them diamonds.